Alright, what's up, Kingdomites? Part 2 of the MMA Kingdom address. We already did part 1, obviously. So I'm just real quickly. I want to thank you all, my sponsors, whatyourfight.com, MMAmadhouse.com, and the MMA Fit Club. In the last episode, we talked about Dana White. We talked about also the public firing of Hale on X Factor Radio by the King himself. Got a few more topics we're going to discuss here today. Obviously, the weekend coming up. Very excited about Bellator. We'll get into that a little bit later with my preview video for Bellator 62. But real quick, I want to touch on a couple of subjects. Okay, recently, everybody knows I moved to Florida. Been talking to the XFC, I believe that's what they're called. Organization down here. They've, much like the LFC back in Indianapolis, I'm going to enjoy doing local coverage. Which leads me to the consistent, childish faggotry that is DiBiase. Let me explain to you the difference between the hatred from DiBiase to me and my hatred from myself to DiBiase. I just simply dislike this dude. But I don't take it any further than that. DiBiase, on the other hand, has tried to sabotage me for the last year. He sees me talking to XFC, so he has to send him a tweet telling him how much he thinks I suck. Facebook, back in the day, he's seen me attempt to get guests for the radio show, and he'll tell him, I don't get with that homo. Everybody, we've all known DiBiase's history of attacking my family instead of me. So the point here of this is the difference between the way we wage war. I have a code of ethics that I live by. This character obviously does not. And to me, that's the biggest proof that he's an internet bitch. Any man with any real street cred or any real warlike way about them knows that there's rules of engagement. DiBiase doesn't follow them morals. So his attempt to, before I even start, to fuck me up with the XFC, I don't understand. But bottom line of it is, I want everybody that's part of the kingdom, that supports the kingdom, to pay attention to this stuff. Much like Rob, the toothless MMA fan, called DiBiase out for his bullshit, man. I don't have time to, for the most part. Yes, he gets his name in my video once in a while, like right now, so I hope he's happy. But at the end of the day, I don't have time to go DiBiase hunting. I don't go to any of his pages, his Twitter, his Facebook, any of that. His website. He's blocked from all that shit with me. I don't fuck with him. I don't have time to fuck with him. But, bottom line is, I just want everybody to understand the difference in this war. So when people say, why are you still dealing with DiBiase? Why are you still letting him get to you? He doesn't get to me. It's very simple. The childish methods, this is bitch shit. This is female shit. And most people will agree. Females are the only ones that get ass hurt and butt hurt like that. Let me give you an example. You break up with a bitch, and she has your social security number, information, or whatever. First thing she does is try to fuck with you. First thing. She'll call and try to get you fired. She'll just all out attack your character. It's and this is the same thing. For 1 year straight, this dude has been crying and acting like a bitch over a breakup. Seriously. And everybody can agree with that. I've never in my life, and this includes females, seen someone hold on to being dissed for an entire year. And the funny thing about it is the diss wasn't even that bad. I just didn't want to work for MMA Topics. That's it. And I wanted to create the MMA Kingdom. And this faggot motherfucker is so butthurt that for an entire year he stalks me. Now, in a real life situation, in a real life relationship, the police would arrest this dude. Do you know why? This needs to be on the ID channel. on the show Stalked. Seriously. Because that's what this is. There was a relationship between King JB and DiBiase. King JB broke off that relationship. DiBiase slanders and stalks King JB for the entire next year. You tell me how the fuck that shit sounds. Anybody in their right mind would say, man, that's classic case of a bitch scorn. So DiBiase, I gotta say this, man, because I know you're watching my videos, because let's just face it, you're a King JB fan. I gotta say this, man. I appreciate your desires and love for the king, but dude, it's over. Move on. Arrivederci. Kick rocks. What do you want? Alimony? What the fuck do you want? Seriously. This shit is getting ridiculous, man. So anyway, the bottom line of this is, man, I'm asking one more time. Get off my dick. Quit following me. Quit going to my websites. This shit's ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? You are simply a bitch female scorned. And then what's fucked up is I didn't even cheat on you. I just broke up with you. Since we're going to use this faggotry, we might as well go all the way in. Dude, move on. You got dukes right there. You two sit there and cuddle or some shit. Let the king go. Anyway, I'm out of here. And quit talking shit about Jason London because he was your replacement. That's even more bitch shit. That's the ex-girlfriend saying, and that new bitch you're with? Fuck that. What has she got that I ain't got? That's what that shit sounds like, man. It's over, DiBiase. Move on. Because you're looking real girl-like. Move out of your mama's house. Get you a real life. And move on. You can't possibly have a life. I don't follow any person online like that. Because I'm too busy. I'm sailing the 7 seas and shit. I'm busy. Get off my dick, DiBiase. Now, moving on. YouTube, LFC videos. Now, seems like there's a lot of beef, so I gotta go ahead and come with it. This is a prime example of why the MMA industry is fucked up. My YouTube has been compromised on MMA Kingdom because there's now been copyright claims to all my LFC videos. This is the thanks I get from an organization that I help promote that ain't worth a fuck. A group by the name of Formula One Management has claimed copyright to most of my videos that even mention the word LFC, which means this one will probably be copyrighted too. No, my YouTube's not shut down, but the truth of it is apparently these videos are no longer public, and there's even been a warning that this YouTube can be shut down. Don't worry, I've been working hard on copying all my videos. This won't happen. And if so, we'll just move. But the bottom line here is simple. Is that somebody involved with the LFC is doing this. I asked myself if it was Mike Camp. He said no. I tend to believe Mike Camp. He's a busy man. Matt Gunning, Scott Sims. Scott Sims leaves a message on my Facebook saying, don't go here. You don't want to cross this line. Scott Sims, fuck you. What do you mean I don't want to cross this line? Who the fuck are you? Seriously. Don't test me. Don't talk to me like you some kind of gangster or something. Who the fuck are you or the LFC? I try to promote you. Help you. You know, you want to come to me like you some kind of big shot gangster? Fuck you. Fuck your partner. Fuck your partner's brother. Period. And yes, I'm talking about Sean McCorkle, Scott McCorkle, all you motherfuckers. Matt Gunning. Period. All of you. I don't give a fuck. I'll smack the piss out of all of you. Even Sean McCorkle. Period. Sean McCorkle can't fight and he knows it. That's why he always fights at the LFC fighting chumps, hoping to get back to the UFC. Your whole organization is a fraud. And you proved it. Your asshole hurt because I didn't want to take a commentator job because I wanted to move to Florida. Fuck you. Fuck the LFC. Fuck Scott McCorkle. Fuck Sean McCorkle. Fuck Scott Sims. Fuck Matt Gunning. Fuck everyone involved with your organization, with the exception of Mike Kemp. Period. Y'all got a problem with it, do something about it. Sue me. Fight me. Call me. Do something. In the end, fuck you. All that shit, and you want to try to cost me all of my hard work on my YouTube channel? Fuck you. If I see either one of y'all, I'm smacking the shit out y'all. Even Sean McCorkle. Punk ass, fucking farmer ass bitches. Now, let's move on to MMA news. MMA in Oklahoma, it was almost lost for good because Dana White didn't want to pay them a sales tax on the pay-per-view revenue. Are you fucking stupid? Like the UFC and MMA could take losing a whole state. We're still trying to get in New York. Are you fucking kidding me? Pay the fucking sales tax. You're a billion-dollar industry. Pay the fucking taxes and move on. Period. For the record, though, what the fuck does Oklahoma? For the record, Oklahoma wants a percentage of pay-per-views held that are not even in Oklahoma. Imagine if all 50 states did that shit. That's kind of crazy. Why the fuck should they get sales tax on shit outside of Oklahoma? It makes no sense. Joe Rogan, he's recently on his podcast, I listened to it this morning, heavily dissing the Fox producers. They want him to tone it down a bit. I normally don't always agree with everything Joe Rogan's got to say, but I will say this. He's right. He has been doing this a long time. But he's also a fucking idiot. You just got to Fox and now you want to buck the system? Really? This is how we get this mainstream shit over. Is you got to follow the rules of the producers, you fucking idiot. Do you want MMA and the UFC to go mainstream or not? You and Dana White are the fucking two biggest dumbasses I've ever listened to. Martin Kampman and Jake Ellenberger at the Tough Live show. Very excited about it. I think Jake Ellenberger is going to take it. Martin Kampman seems to perform well and then perform bad. Inconsistent. It's time for him to go bad against Ellenberger. Ken Shamrock obviously talked about TRT. Says, you know, a lot of people do it. He's done it. He says the only way to make it, to really get rid of it, is to, in all sports across the board, you have to get rid of it. And I agree with him. You know what I'm saying? As long as I know, if I was getting into MMA fighting, and I know there's people out there taking steroids or TRT or any kind of PEDs and getting away with it, and I'm gonna compete with these people, obviously it's an unfair advantage, and I'm gonna have to try to do it to compete. Period. So, all you fans though that like to diss Ken Shamrock, you're fucking. There's something wrong with you guys. Seriously. He was in UFC 1. He's a fucking legend. He's just as big of this sport as anybody has ever been. But you guys are mad because he's still fighting? That same aggressiveness, that same desire is what made him great to begin with. And now you're faulting him for it? He shouldn't have that desire? I'm tired of you fucks trying to tell people when to retire. Nobody comes to your fucking piddly-ass job and tells you to quit cleaning the parking lots at Taco Bell. So quit trying to tell fighters when to retire. Quit trying to tell them when to stop feeding their family. No one fucks with you at your fucking $7 an hour job. So leave these motherfuckers alone. King JB, another Kingdom address. Bottom line, you fans ain't shit unless you follow the Kingdom. That's the bottom line. Period. I'm out. Fuck Dana White.